Elon Musk finally, after spending the last week subtweeting about Donald Trump and saying that the big beautiful bill is disastrous, partially due to cutting the EV subsidies that Tesla was benefiting from, Elon Musk turned around and finally said something really mean, okay, directly. We're done with this. Time to drop the really big. Real Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they have not made it public. Have a nice day, DJT. Oh my God. What? Oh my, what the, bro, oh, brother. Woo! The tea is hot, dude! Elon! Tesla has crashed by 15%. Oh my God, Elon is taking it down. Elon is taking down the ship. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're moving on to the big story of the day. The girls are fighting! Now that I'm done with the vindication hour early on, when I talked exclusively about how I was right about the AOC endorsement that was coming after the debate, this is the second thing that I was obviously right about, which is, of course, the inevitability of the two girls, the drama that would happen in spectacular fashion once the Elon-Donald Trump bond would break. Donald Trump loves money. He loves money. This is his favorite thing, okay? He loves people that give him money. Elon Musk gave him a lot of it. And that is the reason why, despite the fact that he can't stand socially maladaptive, unkempt people like Elon Musk, who have also major egos, he still kept them around. But those three factors always remained. And I felt always like it was just like right under his skin. He was just sitting there as Elon Musk was in a K-hole gumming, okay, in the middle of the goddamn White House, as Donald Trump, the teetotaler who does not do any drugs except for Sudafed potentially, and no alcoholic beverage consumption whatsoever, had to sit there and watch this man look gross and constantly run his mouth, constantly attack other people who are loyal servants of Donald Trump. And that was always going to be a major issue. So early on today, before we get to the last, part of this, before we get to the the holy grail of tweets, let's take a look at what took place today. Now, all I'm going to say is this. The factors that I explained to you last night played a major role in Donald Trump eventually severing ties with Elon Musk. Elon Musk's own narcissism also played a major role here, because he couldn't just take a back step and not be the beloved figure that he always wanted to be, even though he was never going to be a beloved figure, because he is an incredibly repulsive individual. Like, he is horrifyingly grotesque, both in the physical attributes that he has, like his weird shaped barrel-chested body, and the way he carries himself, the way he communicates. He is what is known in the old-fashioned term, a grotesque, right? So, as a grotesque, I think Donald Trump, who loves being around like handsome men who suck his nonstop, Elon wasn't sucking his hard enough and was maybe a little too worried about his own narcissistic tendencies, and also looked ugly in the process, and also unkempt, wearing t-shirts in the Oval Office. How dare you? Okay? Elon did not look like he was out of central casting. But the worst crime of all was that regardless of the amount of money that he was pumping into these races, because he claimed he was going to be Donald Trump's attack dog, he was going to go after people with his money that betrayed Donald Trump and his agenda. Elon Musk ran out of goodwill when he lost the Wisconsin judicial race. He didn't have to go into the Wisconsin judicial race, as I said at the time, but he wanted to prove a point. He wanted to let everybody know that he could actually spend enough money overtly, outwardly, and basically steal an election. But Americans did not want this grotesque, repulsive man to openly state that they were going to steal the election with money. They were not fond of that, and they rejected it. And that's why I said it's over. As soon as Elon Musk attempted to buy the Wisconsin judicial race and fail, I told you it was over. Their relationship was done from that point on, because the one thing that Donald Trump cannot stand outside of all of those factors is losers. And yes, if you're sending me the Donald Trump, Jeffrey Epstein files thing, make no mistake, I am aware, okay? And of course, Can't Ever Die brings up a good point. Why would you willingly work with a pedophile then? We have that tweet on the docket. Do not worry. But here it is.
I think Elon Musk's physical presence on this race and his direct interference was a major burden. And it was very important for Elon Musk to actually win this race, because Elon Musk's time in the administration, as he uses the administrative state like a fleshlight, is predicated upon a couple things. One, direct cash infusions to the Trump administration, to the Trump campaign, to Donald Trump in general. But more importantly than that, Elon Musk presented himself as a attack dog for Donald Trump. Elon Musk stated time and time again that he would spend endless amounts of money on primaries against Republicans who actually dared to step out of line with Trump's agenda. Elon Musk wanted to prove himself in this space by going foolishly to Wisconsin to prove that he could spend endless amounts of money on a Wisconsin race, a Wisconsin special election that was more costly overall than a senatorial race. Think about how insane that is. And last night, he failed in spectacular fashion, in a way where every analyst basically reported Elon Musk's presence in this race was a giant burden for the Republican Party. And I also predicted last night that this would be the turning point between, and it was the turning point. He saw the tweet. I know, I did. I saw the tweet, okay? Elon just added to the tweet, it's time to create a new political party in America that actually represents the 80% in the middle. Oh, yeah, the middle of the road, the American Nazi Party. Okay, so listen. Easiest way to save money is terminate Elon's subsidies and contracts. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's amazing. Oh my God, this is amazing. I feel like I'm on crack. Okay, so earlier today, what is the first tweet? Stop sending me the pedophile tweet, okay? I have it already. Earlier today, at a certain point, Elon Musk finally, after spending the last week subtweeting about Donald Trump and saying that the big beautiful bill is disastrous, partially due to cutting the EV subsidies that Tesla was benefiting from, Elon Musk turned around and finally said something really mean, okay? Directly. Also, my guest is here, but I'm going to have him on later. Doors open. Yes, Hasan has seen the Elon tweet of the pedophiles. Yes, I have seen it. I just want to show you the Tesla stock, by the way. Oh, my lordy lord. Another thing that I told you is the consequence of key man, okay? Elon Musk is a key man for Tesla. So as long as Elon Musk can lie and maintain, as long as Elon Musk lies and people believe his lies, every quarterly earnings report, every time he does like one of these announcements, then as a key man, he's beneficial to Tesla. But inevitably, there was going to come a day where he was not going to be fucking seen as a benefit to Tesla, but a clear-cut negative
to Tesla. And that is precisely where we are. We have arrived at that position. And by God, I am so excited. Let's see. Elon Musk makes a statement. Hold on, I got to open the door for my guests. I'll
your
be back
big,
in 1
beautiful
second.
bill. What's your reaction to that? Do you think it in any way hurts passage in the Senate, which, of course, what is you're seeking?
Well, look, you know, I've always liked Elon, and it's always very surprised. You saw the words he had for me, the words of, and he hasn't said anything about me that's bad. I'd rather have him criticize me than the bill, because the bill is incredible. It's the biggest cut in the history of our country. We've never cut. It's about 1.6 trillion in cuts. It's the biggest tax cut. You would say, people's taxes will go way down, but it's the biggest tax cut in history. It's we are doing things in that bill that are unbelievable. And when you look at what we're doing for small businesses, for people, for middle-income people, all of the things that we're doing, nobody's ever seen anything like it. And, you know, Elon's upset because we took the EV mandate, and, you know, which was a lot of money for electric vehicles. And, you know, they're having a hard time, the electric vehicles. And they want us to pay billions of dollars in subsidy. And, you know, Elon knew this from the beginning. He knew it for a long time ago. That's been in there. That's been, I would say, JD, that hasn't changed. That's been right from the beginning. Mr. Secretary, that hasn't changed at all, right from the beginning. But I know that it disturbed him. He wanted, and rightfully, you know, he recommended somebody from that he.
2/3 of Tesla stock is owned by institutional investors. Tesla's the most valuable auto manufacturer. Tesla stock crashing, of course, will also crash the rest of the market too, because everything is so will harm the rest of the market too, because everything is so fucking intertwined. That's part of the reason why people had to make it seem like Elon Musk was actually a valuable commodity, was actually a brilliant guy. Because the moment that you realize that he's not a fucking brilliant guy and he's just an idiotic liar, okay? The moment that you reckon with that reality, all of a sudden everything falls apart. What did I tell you for years and years and years? That Elon Musk was a dumbass. Elon Musk was a fucking narcissist. Elon Musk was not this like brilliant fucking comic book hero like Iron Man or whatever. And that all of these people that had a financial incentive in the Tesla stock thriving is the reason why they just like kind of kept up these appearances that he was actually brilliant. It was like, it was all of these insane people that were invested in lying about Elon Musk, in faking the confidence that they have in Elon Musk when they knew that he was a dangerously unstable person. But as the key man, as the fucking key man for Tesla, his instability is something that they had to overlook. Like, it was inevitably going to pop. Today might be the moment that it pops. Who knows? Maybe it'll recover again. Because remember, just like with the tariffs, just like with the fucking tariffs, what happened? Everyone was like, oh my God, the market volatility is out of control, but we have to make it seem as though this market is stable, that it will inevitably go up again. Okay? Chat, is the Elon tweet for real? Yes, he fucking said it's real. It's real. Time to drop the really big bomb. Stop asking me about the fucking Elon tweet. I'm going to lose my goddamn mind. And no, I'm not going to watch Doom Scroll right now. I'm not going to watch Doom Scroll right now. I'm not going to fucking watch my Doom Scroll appearance right now. Shut the fuck up. Stop. God damn, you guys are fucking feral. Have you seen the tweet? Have you seen the tweet? Have you seen Doom Scroll? Doom Scroll is out. I have a guest in the house. He's in the back. I'm going to talk to him as well. Some of you are literally sea cucumbers in the way that your fucking brains work. Anyway, most of this is just Elon back and forth, okay? All right, Musk comes out and says new spending bill should be drafted, okay? Musk says call your senators, call your congressmen, kill the bill. Quadriplegic, thank you for the 50 bones.
Okay. Then Trump comes out this morning and says he's losing patience with Elon, that he's disappointed in Elon Musk after criticism of the president's budget bill.
I guess knew very well. I'm sure he respected him, but to run NASA, and I didn't think it was appropriate. And he happened to be a Democrat, like totally Democrat. And I say, you know, look, we won. We get certain privileges, and one of the privileges, we don't have to appoint a Democrat. NASA is very important. We have great people. General Kane is going to be picking somebody with our. We'll be checking him out, seeing. But he wanted that person, a certain person, and we said no. And you know, I can understand why he's upset. Remember, he was here for a long time. You saw a man who was very happy when he stood behind the Oval desk. And even with the black eye, I said, "Do you want a little makeup? We'll get you a little makeup." But he said, "No, I don't think so," which is interesting and very nice. He wants to be who he is, so you could make that statement too, I guess. Look, Elon and I had a great relationship. I don't know if we're well anymore. I was surprised because you were here. Everybody in this room practically was here as we had a wonderful send-off. He said wonderful things about me. You couldn't have nicer. Said the best things. He's worn the hat. Trump was right about everything. And I am right about the great, big, beautiful bill. We call it a great, big, beautiful bill because that's what it is. And again, biggest tax cuts in history, biggest economic development moves anywhere. But I'm very disappointed because Elon knew the inner workings of this bill better than almost anybody sitting here, better than you people. He knew everything about it. He had no problem with it. All of a sudden he had a problem. And he only developed the problem when he found out that we're going to have to cut the EV mandate because that's billions and billions of dollars. And it really is unfair. We want to have cars of all types. Electric, we want to have electric, but we want to have a gasoline, combustion. We want to have different. We want to have hybrids. We want to have all. We want to be able to sell everything. And when that was cut, and Congress wanted to cut it, he became a little bit different. And I can understand that. But he knew every aspect of this bill. He knew it better than almost anybody. And he never had a problem until right after he left. And if you saw the statements he made about me, which I'm sure you can get very easily, it's very fresh on tape, he said the most beautiful things about me. And he hasn't said bad about me personally, but I'm sure that'll be next. But I'm very disappointed in Elon. I've helped Elon a lot.
Did he, I just want to clarify, did he raise any of these concerns with you privately before he raised them publicly? And this is the guy you put in charge of cutting spending. Should people not take him seriously about spending now? Are you saying this is all sour grapes?
No, he worked hard and he did a good job. And I'll be honest, I think he misses the place. I think he got out there and all of a sudden he wasn't in this beautiful Oval Office, and he's got nice offices too. But there's something about this one. I was telling the Chancellor, this is where it is. People come in here, even from Germany. They come in and they walk into the Oval Office, and it's just a special place. It's, you know, World War I, it started and it ended here, and World War II, and so many other things. Everything big comes right from this beautiful space. It's now much more beautiful than it was 6 months ago. A lot of good things are happening in this room. And I'll tell you, he's not the first. People leave my administration and they love us. And then at some point they miss it so badly, and some of them embrace it and some of them actually become hostile. I don't know what it is. It's sort of Trump derangement syndrome, I guess they call it. But
that's the perfect bar. Claiming that Elon has Trump derangement syndrome is amazing. That is amazing. It's spectacular. Obviously, Trump, first of all, Trump is still being kind of nice in comparison to how Trump normally reacts to this level of backstabbing. Trump normally would be way more aggro. He'd be like, I don't know who this guy is. He's a fucking loser, all this stuff. I hope that they bring this up a lot. Okay? I knew that it was going to inevitably happen. Everyone knew that this was going to inevitably happen. They have there are too many big personalities in one fucking room. Like, the Trump-Musk crash out was going to be legendary. I just never thought that it would be this
this disastrous. It's perfect that it happened in, if one more person sends me the fucking Jeffrey Epstein bomb while I'm in the process of literally highlighting, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. You're not realizing that this kind of commentary is absolutely rage-inducing in a guy like Elon. Minimizing his impact is far more upsetting and offensive than him blowing up at him in a mirrored kind of manner. No. No. You will hear Donald Trump blow up at him as well. The reason why he didn't actually blow up on him this way is not because he wants to cut at Elon in a way that hurts the most. It's, I think, because I think Trump still realizes that Elon is super fucking wealthy. And also, he gave him the fucking nuclear launch codes, man. He gave him the keys to the castle for $250 million. So Elon does have a lot of money and does have a lot of power, but so does Donald Trump. You have the wealthiest person on the planet now fighting against the most powerful person on the planet that is in charge of the most powerful nation on the planet. So things are fucking heating up. But what I was going to say is basically, Elon Musk, hearing all of this stuff, said, oh, this is ingratitude. You would not have won without me. This isn't like a top rope take. I think it's just a desperate take. Okay, please. Ashley St. Clair is not relevant in this conversation. Okay, yes, it's Elon Musk baby mama saying, oh, if you need advice on breakup, great. Okay, she's just trying to place herself in the combo, and I assume, okay, well, there you go. Fucking another person that is trying to insert him. So the final culmination of all of this, this back and forth led to Elon Musk tweeting about how it will massively increase the already gigantic budget deficit. Elon Musk actually quote retweeted an early tweet from Donald Trump from many, many years ago about the debt ceiling, raising the debt ceiling, because Trump had tweeted in the past like, oh, I'm a Republican. As a Republican, who wants to fucking raise the debt ceiling? And now Trump is directly talking about terminating Elon Musk's contracts. And in that process, here is Trump saying, the easiest way to save money in our budget, billions and billions of dollars, is to terminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contracts. I was always surprised that Biden didn't do it. And then, of course, the final point of this back and forth was when Elon Musk said, time to drop the really big bomb. Real Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, DJT. I don't know if Donald Trump has retaliated to this since then. It doesn't seem like he has, but he said Elon was wearing thin. I asked him to leave. I took away his EV mandate that forced everyone to buy electric cars that nobody else wanted, that he knew for months I was going to do, and he just went crazy. That's Donald Trump's that's Donald Trump's take on the matter. Elon Musk basically called him a pedophile. And I don't know what he has tweeted. I have to unblock him for this, by the way, because you know, he's actually now posting something relevant for the first time ever, I think. Yeah, he said such an obvious lie, so sad. So now we are in this weird predicament. First of all, if I was Elon Musk, I probably wouldn't be talking about Jeffrey Epstein too much. Part of the reason why is because Kimball Musk, Elon Musk's brother, literally lived in the Jeffrey Epstein mansion, if I'm not mistaken, and dated one of Jeffrey Epstein's girls. So the idea that, like, you know, Elon Musk is also not connected to the pedophile sex trafficker in very meaningful ways is silly. This is how all of these super wealthy, super rich people operate. They all are up one another's assholes. They're all directly related to Jeffrey Epstein. Okay. Elon Musk also said this, responding to Laura Loomer. It's heating up. Will be interesting to see what Republican lawmakers do now. I know lawmakers who are asking if they should side with President Trump or Elon. I've been on the Hill all day, and it's all anyone's asking about. The most powerful man in the world versus the richest man in the world. Elon Musk replied and said, oh, and some food for thought as they ponder this question. Trump has 3.5 years left as president, but I will be around for 40 plus years. One thing's for sure, it ain't boring. Smiling, crying emoji. It's like Elon Musk wanting the credit, saying that he deserves the credit for Donald Trump's victory. Donald Trump saying, you didn't do shit for me. You're lame. You're boring. You're a loser. I'm not interested. And here we are. Okay. This is the final culmination of events, which led to Elon Musk accusing Donald Trump of being on the Jeffrey Epstein list and accusing the Trump administration on an area that actually is quite impactful for all the dumbest people on the planet who thought that like the Trump administration would ever actually leak the Epstein files. Clearly they will not, partially because Donald Trump would be implicated, partially because Jeffrey Epstein is an asset, both for the CIA and Mossad. Not just Mossad, but the CIA as well. So that is where we're at. Yeah. Such ingratitude. Mike Malak weighs in, says Trump's ego will not allow him to back down. Elon's ketamine Molly cocktail will not allow him to back down. We will go nuclear here. I don't think it's Elon's ketamine Molly cocktail will not allow him to back down. I think it's ego plus ketamine and Molly cocktail. Do you think this forces their hand to release the files? No, they won't do that. They'll find another cloud of dispersion and they'll cast it. Okay. Here is the BBC News live reporting, which is really funny. Musk played a pivotal role in Trump's election, Georgia voter. We went and asked the Georgia voter what they think. Who gives a fuck what they think? Okay.
There's no clear replacement for SpaceX. Starlink as well. Again, you know, this is...
Look, this would both end the International Space Station and simultaneously provide no way to safely deorbit it. As their blow-up escalates, Trump suggests terminating Musk's federal contracts. The easiest way to save money in our budget, billions and billions of dollars, to terminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contracts. I was always surprised that Biden didn't do it. Elon Musk turns around and says, this just gets better and better. Go ahead, make my day. The worst people on the planet are fighting. Wait, Elon Musk just banned Trump from Twitter? No. What is going on, bro? Ain't no fucking way. Shut up. Are you serious? Hold up. What? I think, no, he's still there. What? No, real Donald Trump. No, he didn't. He's still here. Why are y'all doing fucking fake news, dude? Why are y'all doing fake news? You know what's not fake news? Tesla stocks crashing, plummeting, and bringing down all of the other institutional investors that are tied to Tesla stock. Anyway, oh, so fucking good. Oh, so good. Oh, so fantastic.
Largely was not a success. I mean, don't forget, he was saying
Asmongold was shook after looking at Tesla stock and Trump coin crashing amid Trump Elon beef. God, I've got to call my accountant.
But a lot of damage has been done, and maybe it's just the beginning of that as well.
Yeah, and God, you make it's such a good point, which is no one was closer than him.
Oh my God. Incredible things happening. Incredible things taking place, Chad.
We have it with others, too. They leave, and they wake up in the...
Will he deport Elon? Oh my God. Will he deport Elon? Will he deport Elon? Will he revoke Elon Musk's citizenship? Will he deport Elon? Oh my God. The opportunities are endless. The opportunities are fucking endless, dude. What a spectacular situation.
The morning, and the glamour's gone. The whole world is different, and they become hostile. I don't know what it is. Someday you'll write a book about it, and you'll let us know.
There are decades where nothing happens.
Elon Musk is stepping up his attacks.
There are weeks where decades happen, boys.
$2 trillion.
It's happening.
It's happening. Rachel Scott at the White House.
Yes.
Hey, George, good morning to you and Elon Musk.
Okay, by the way, I'm going to repeat that call for the second vindication of the day. Once again, this is why you pay me the big bucks. This is why you subscribe, because I fucking tell you what is going to happen ahead of time, baby. That's right. And you can do that for free with a Twitch Prime, or you can do that for $6. Okay? If you want to show support, subscribe for free with a Twitch Prime. Also, I'm still collecting on that one chatter who said AOC is not going to endorse. I'll gift you 100 gifted subs if AOC endorses Zoran by the date that you said. Hasan's predictions for 2025: aggressive prosecution in direct violation of First Amendment, pro-Palestinian, worse than even Brandon. Mamala writes her book, it sucks, everyone makes fun of her, career over, no liberal resistance this time, Trump and Trumpy and far-right politics are now the norm. Institutions that previously would present themselves liberal now behave openly and outwardly right-wing. Trump, Elon fallout, crash and burn, thin skin, China, Elon's connection to China. Mass deportation initiatives are started but never reach the number Trump promises. Okay, every single thing I've said has been correct. Trump gets Bibi to secure hostage deal where North Gaza is permanently annexed only to rearm Israel as it increases hostilities in West Bank to permanently annex West Bank. Aggressive prosecution in direct violation of First Amendment over pro-Palestinian sentiment. Oh my God, my 2025 predictions. Oh my God, we're halfway in through the year and I think I got literally all of them. Trump is going live. AOC already endorsed Zoran according to the majority report. What do you mean? I know that already. We covered it earlier. I covered it earlier. Truth bomb. This guy's a pedophile. I also made him president. More celebrities are openly Trump. TikTok doesn't get banned. Bibi doesn't get locked up by the ICC. Trump will go to great lengths to protect Israel. Trump sucks. Will cause the right-wing content market to continue growing, but will set the stage for their inevitable demise. At least one massively consequential natural disaster. Canada will not be annexed into the U.S. PP victory. Oh, I was wrong about PP victory for Canada. But to be fair, a lot of things changed in that process. Okay. Like, this is before, I think this is before Trudeau stepped down. And also before Canadians were like so fucking frustrated with Donald Trump constantly saying he's going to, Grand Theft Auto 6 is delayed, already correct. Marvel Viral's dead meta Overwatch 2 style. Packwatch Joe Brandon. Oh! Packwatch Joe Brandon, Nancy Pelosi, Mitch McConnell. Oh. I'm not saying nothing. Goddamn. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm going to keep this tweet up because I feel like he's going to inevitably delete this. Mark this post for the future. The truth will come out. Oh, my God. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. All right, let's keep going.
He's not backing down. He's now launched a pressure campaign against this bill as the president is pushing senators to get behind it. This morning, a growing rift between the president and Elon Musk.
We'll tune into the White House when it goes live, chat.
That marked Trump's first 100 days. The billionaire who spent more than $270 million of his own money to help get the president and other Republicans elected called Trump's signature budget bill a disgusting abomination. Musk now ramping up the pressure, writing, "Call your senator, call your congressman. Bankrupting America is not okay. Kill the bill." Musk warning about the level of spending in the bill, which the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office estimates will add $2.4 trillion to the national debt.
This isn't
Sources
it,
tell us
dude.
he also expressed frustration that the bill cuts the electric vehicle tax credit, which benefits owners of electric vehicles, including Tesla, and that he personally pushed senior lawmakers, including Speaker Mike Johnson, to keep it in. Johnson telling reporters the president was not pleased by those comments from Musk.
He's, as you know, he's not delighted that Elon did a 180 on that. But look, I don't know what happened in 24 hours. Everybody can draw their own conclusions about that.
Other Republicans pushing back.
He's one man. He's not my constituent. He's not even a donor that I know of. So, you know, he's one guy.
Give us some productive feedback that we can operate on. I can't operate on platitudes, or I can't respond.
The president meeting with key senators at the White House, urging them to pass the package, which extends the 2017 Trump-era tax cuts, sets aside nearly $50 billion to resume construction on the border wall, and pushes work requirements for Medicaid. By some estimates, the changes to Medicaid would force 11 million Americans to lose their health insurance over 10 years. Jesus Acosta is his mom's full-time caretaker after she was hit by a car. He worries she would be one of those millions of Americans.
She relies on Medicaid for her medication, for her doctor visits, pain management. And if Medicaid gets cut, then that would be an expense that's coming out of my pocket. And I would have to be forced to work more hours and spend less time providing care for my mom.
So Musk is also calling on Republicans to rip up the bill, but senators I've spoken to say they do not have time to start all over, especially because the president wants this bill on his desk by July 4th. As for now, President Trump, we still have not heard from him directly on these comments by Elon Musk. Rebecca?
All right, Rachel, thank you.
Israeli authorities say they are fighting Hamas in various ways. The announcement comes after an Israeli opposition leader.
Okay, we're not doing this yet. Okay. Funniest day online since the billionaire submersible went missing. Yeah, no, it's fucking good. It's a good day today, folks. Now, remember something, okay? Remember something. The feeling that you have right now, the happiness that you are exhibiting, and it is shared by so many others. Why? One must ask the question, why? It's because you are not alone. Okay? You are not alone. No matter what the fucking media tells you, you are not alone. There are so many other people exactly like you that fucking despise these freaks, whether it be Donald Trump or Elon Musk. Certainly they have their fans as well, but a lot more haters, baby. Wisconsin showed that, and I think this is yet another day where everybody unites all together, with the exception of the likes of Asmongold and them, who are trying to find which daddy to side with right now. And my heart goes out to them. I know it's a difficult day for the likes of MAGA Trump and Elon Musk lovers who are like, oh no, daddies, why are you fighting? You know, the Kanye West of the world. But for everybody else, for all the normal people, remember, for everybody else and for all of the normal people, this is a moment of celebration. Never forget, they might make you feel. They might make you feel as though you are alone. They might make you feel, the media might make you feel as though their people don't actually fucking agree with you. That like, no, people love billionaires. They love billionaires. Billionaires are so brilliant. Elon Musk is so brilliant. Okay? Clearly, there are a fuck ton of people who resent billionaires directly buying elections and billionaires directly interfering in the affairs of the American government. Okay? Billionaires leaving the shadows. I was thinking about this. If I was Jeff Bezos, or if I was like Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, or whatever, I would do everything in my physical power to get Elon to stop appearing in public. Because for as long as super wealthy people have existed, they have always moved in silence for a reason. They don't make themselves the primary focus. They don't try to desperately win favors. And the reason for why they don't do that is because most people have to still believe that these guys are actually brilliant, okay?
We'll only need 51 votes to get more out of Congress. Is it possible, when reconciliation is limited to mandatory cuts, mandatory spending, can you find more in Medicaid, Medicare, Social Security, and the military?
Anyway, President Trump on Elon Musk. Elon has never asked me for a thing. I mean, I got rid of the EV mandate, but he's never asked me for a thing. I think that's an amazing attribute. Elon is a patriot. We want to thank you very much for the job you're doing. So here's the thing, okay? Elon just retweeted this just now, literally 3 minutes ago, with a thinking emoji face, right? Now, what's interesting here is Elon Musk literally undermined every single federal regulatory agency that was at that point, investigating him, okay? And his companies. So he did get a lot out of this. He also got access to a tremendous amount of information. So Elon Musk thinking that he is going to, Elon Musk got a decent amount of clout off of this. But if he thinks right now that he is going to be able to rip apart the coalition and have all of these people who are Trump loyalists somehow land on his side, he is out of his fucking mind. Okay? He must be off of some new kind of ketamine if he thinks that the only reason why he had this level of prominence and this level of support was on his own. He is more delusional than I thought. The level of clout that he got was because Trump supporters were giving him clout, because daddy liked him. Okay? That's it. Here's a new Truth Social from the God King himself, by the way, my goat. I don't mind Elon turning against me, but he should have done so months ago. This is one of the greatest bills ever presented to Congress. It's a record cut in expenses, $1.6 trillion, and the biggest tax cut ever given. If this bill doesn't pass, there will be a 68% tax increase and things far worse than that. I didn't create this mess. I'm just here to fix it. First of all, you quite literally did create this mess. In terms of the tax hikes that are going to take place, that was your bill. Okay? He wrote the bill. I mean, he didn't literally write the bill, but that was his bill. All of the tax cuts that he gave to corporations that were permanent, but all the other tax cuts that he gave to Americans, which were modest and marginal when it came to the fucking working class, but ginormous when it came to the super wealthy in the country, the top marginal tax bracket, that was his bill. He just did not factor that he would be the president after losing the 2020 election. Oh my God, he's breaking stuff. In light of the president's statement about cancellation by government contracts, SpaceX will begin decommissioning its Dragon spacecraft immediately. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's not going anywhere. I didn't create this mess. I'm just here to fix it. This puts the country on a path of greatness. Make America great again. Okay, I'm not going to lie. Judging by just like vibes alone, I must admit, Donald Trump sounds kind of bitch made right now. He sounds like he sounds like a president who really wants this bill to pass that doesn't have enough support within the Republicans in the Senate to pass it. That's what it feels like. Here are the ways that the U.S. space program dies if Trump cancels SpaceX contracts. A remarkable schoolyard brawl erupted online. Okay. Musk's space company is presently NASA's most essential contractor with the Falcon 9 rocket and the Dragon spacecraft. SpaceX provides the space agency's only operational transportation for crew members to the ISS. Additionally, when Northrop Grumman's Cygnus spacecraft was damaged in transit earlier this year, it left SpaceX as the only provider of cargo services to the space station for more than half a year. Trump tweeted that Elon cheats in Diablo. He did not. Stop. What? Stop memeing. President versus Elon. Who wins? My money's on Elon. Trump should be impeached and JD Vance should replace him. Elon says yes. The White House is live? No, they're not.
Here. For generations, this institution has served as a powerful voice for the brave men and women.
The Doge kids don't work for Trump. They work for Elon. They're not even real government employees.
Country, and they do it as well as anybody or better. I was delighted to earn your endorsement in every one of my presidential campaigns where we did very well, record-setting well, and I'm proud to stand with you today as the most police president, I would say, without question, in the history of America. I don't think...
Okay, normally Will Stansel's a lib, but he is right about this. The Doge kids don't work for Trump. They work for Elon. They're not even real government employees. They're on loan from his companies, and their boss apparently wants to expose Trump at all costs. Would be insane not to eliminate the entire agency tonight. Doge and its Elon toadies are literally in possession of massive amounts of data that could be leveraged against Trump. He's allowed them way too much access and control, and now they're an enormous danger to him. He's not wrong. He is not wrong on this take. He is actually correct on this take, for the record. I mean, I don't know if Elon would entertain that, but who knows? I mean, he's literally gone crazy. He said that Donald Trump is a fucking the pedophile Jeffrey Epstein affiliate, which we already knew. But Elon Musk saying it makes it even crazier. Again, the relationship between Trump and Epstein is well established. Trump flew on Epstein's plane at least 7 times, though it's not clear he ever went to the island. Here's what Trump said about Epstein in a 2002 New York Magazine profile. Obviously, we know that Trump has been connected to Epstein and has like even said stuff about Epstein as well. Elon Musk is highlighting that once again. He's talking. JC Medlock, when Patriot Josh 11 speaks on Sun Tzu tactics, I sit my White House down and listen. Strategic deception, Elon versus Trump, the feud that isn't. To the untrained eye, the current feud between Elon Musk and President Trump might appear to be yet another case of ego, ambition, or ideological friction, because it is. It's that stupid. But these guys have to do 5D chess, okay, on everything that their dumbass, narcissistic man-baby fucking idols engage in. But to those trained in the military strategy, psychological warfare, and counterintelligence operations, this is a textbook execution of Sun Tzu's cardinal principle. Appear weak when you are strong. Let's dissect this. Elon Musk, arguably the most powerful civilian technocrat in the Western world, launches a public poll proposing the creation of a new centrist political party. Meanwhile, Trump, the architect of the modern populist revolt and the face of the MAGA movement, criticizes him openly. The media predictably bites the bait like starving fish, amplifying the schism. But here's the truth. This is an orchestrated psyop, a strategic feint designed to lure the deep state into a false sense of confidence. Why? Because ammo, both literal and informational, is scarce in the information war. Patriots want the enemy to expand it all prematurely. Psychological Warfare 101. The brain seeks a binary conflict when two icons appear divided. Dopamine surges and tribal loyalty increases. The deep state sees division. They relax. Meanwhile, behind the curtain, full spectrum coordination. Trump and Musk are running asymmetric information ops, allowing the enemy to believe the internal fracture exists just long enough for them to drop their guard and go all in. Yeah, dude. Elon Musk tactically is calling Trump a pedophile and also that he should be impeached. Real tactics here, okay? Yeah, that's right, you simpleton. You thought that Elon Musk was calling Trump a pedophile because they're both narcissistic, thin-skinned man babies. Turns out, Otacon, there's something more severe at play. He's tactically calling Donald Trump a pedophile because the Lolly-Lulay-Lo are actually in charge.
Real Alex Jones says, God help us all. Oh my God. This should be Alex Jones's fucking payday. And yet he is such a charlatan and such a fucking, he's such a charlatan and such a man of the state that he can't even actually talk about like all of these conspiracies. Yeah, no, God is helping us right now, Alex. Alex Jones says, God help us all. It is. God is helping us all finally. Holy shit. After 6 months of endless back and forth, endless domination from right-wing reactionaries and fascists, finally we get something, anything. And the Democrats, of course, predictably did nothing to cause this. And it happened exclusively because these people are man-children, literally man-children. Steve Bannon, who has been one of the most vocal critics of Musk for months, said he is advising the president to cancel all of Musk's contracts and launch several investigations into the world's richest man. They should initiate a formal investigation of his immigration status because I am of the strong belief that he is an illegal alien and he should be deported from the country immediately, he said in a phone interview with me. Bannon said the Trump administration should also investigate Musk's drug use, as reported by the Times, and his effort to get a classified briefing on China from the Pentagon, which was also reported by the Times. Bannon said Musk's security clearance should be suspended during these investigations. Oh, I'm nutting. I've nutted so hard. Trump's new foreign policy by tomorrow. Yeah.
Alliance shoot to kill the mother, kill the poor, the farmer, kill the poor, the farmer.
Trump's like, I'll show you a real white genocide. All Afrikaners are deported back to the grips of white genocide in South Africa. I'll show you the real white genocide, Elon. Oh my God. Yeah. Also, I do think that Elon might try and relapse on the woke shit. Okay. I can see Elon trying to hit the woke route again. And I suspect that the dumbass Democrats will probably see this as an opportunity to signal to every Silicon Valley tech CEO that Trump is unstable and that they will give them the same level of access that Trump gave them while simultaneously trying to desperately claw them back onto Team Abundance, Team Democrat. Ay, ay, ay. Welcome to the resistance, Elon Musk. It's so stupid. Blue and On is already at it. Wouldn't it be great if Elon Musk confirmed what we already know, that Trump's assassination attempt was staged to solicit sympathy from his base? Wait, what? Oh, Blue and On is so annoying. Oh, yeah, here it is. From Nicholas Wu for Politico, some Dems want to bring Musk back into the fold. Representative Ro Khanna instantly jumped on the gun and said Democrats should be in dialogue with Musk, given their shared opposition to GOP's mega bill. Dude, his opposition to the mega bill is that it doesn't actually starve the working poor hard enough. Ro Khanna cycle in full effect, by the way. But to be fair, this has always been Ro Khanna. One day he'll say some shit that comes across as progressive, but he will always ultimately defend Silicon Valley and the tech CEOs in Silicon Valley. Not the true constituents, but the true constituents for Ro Khanna. It's so frustrating. Democrats eye a villain to ally arc for Musk. Yes, this is an incredibly stupid decision. Okay, this is an incredibly dumb decision, and it is expected from the Democrats.
About him that really affected me, which was
new Elon tweet just hit the timeline.
There was a story that I read about him that really affected me, which was when he was talking to Bill Gates. And Bill Gates had just taken out some huge short on Tesla. It was like $1 billion short or something. And, you know, and Elon was like, why would you do that? Why would you short Tesla? And Bill goes, well, you know, I talked to my financial advisors and I looked at the math and there's no way it's overvalued. And so I'm going to make money on the short. And Elon goes, what do you care about making money? I thought you were into electric cars and climate change and saving.
Okay, dude, I don't care about this. He's fucking tweeting self-promotional shit. It's time to create a new political party. The Trump tariffs will cause a recession in the second half of this year. Can I finally say that the Trump's tariffs are stupid? Trump tariffs will cause a recession in the second half of the year. Yep, he hates the tariffs. He hates that the bill doesn't fucking starve the working poor hard enough. He wants better tax cuts while simultaneously maintaining EV credits. Fantastic stuff. March 3rd, 2026. Elon Musk, you're kicking me out of my position as the head of dank memery and toxic waste reduction. Go fuck yourself. Starts running towards Trump. Kanye West, head of the... what? What the fuck is this? This is like... insanely racist tweet, okay? The only good tweet from a politician so far, and I still think it's too nice. We warned at every step that the GOP planned to do this. They said so, but y'all decided bullying trans people was more important than sensible energy policy. Republicans are fossil fuel extremists. They are owned by oil and gas and committed to ending EV, solar, etc. You supported it. I'm literally in a bill markup today where Republicans are working to define reliable energy standards to only allow oil, gas, and coal. They're doing it as we speak. I genuinely do not know what else you expected. They campaigned against renewable energy the whole time. I mean, AOC is right, but it's, you know, not... AOC is not going hard enough. He tweeted again. Another Elon tweet has hit the towers. Meanwhile, the Tesla stocks are still fucking crashing. I'm going to go on her podcast for Sky News, by the way. She's great. Tesla investors were rattled by escalating tensions between Elon Musk and Trump, and the company's stock plunged, wiping billions off the company's market value. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I forgot something. Oh my God. Hold on. Guys, Elon Musk is over leveraged to shit right now. He might lose Twitter. If his stocks take a fucking nosedive, his entire net worth is reliant on Tesla's overvalued, overhyped dog shit stock prices. Oh my God. I mean, I think there's a point. I don't know. We're not there yet. But there's a point where if his Tesla stocks go down so hard, couldn't he technically... Oh, Twitter was bought by XAI. Oh, shit. He bought it to... He tied it back. Wait, does he lose the power? Does he lose control over? I mean, he still loses a shit ton. He still loses a shit ton of money in the process. I mean, he's wiping out ginormous amounts of his net worth right now. Nope, you jumped the gun on that. He still loses a lot, and XAI is going to lose as well. It's $200 a share. If they fall below, he has to put down more equity. Oh, so fucking good. Oh, it's so fucking good. Oh, Tesla's shares slide as most fuse with Trump. President Trump said on Thursday that Elon Musk was upset about the repeal of an electric vehicle tax credit, a claim that Mr. Musk swiftly rejected. Tesla investors were rattled on Thursday by escalating tension between Elon Musk and President Trump, and the company's stock plunged, wiping billions off the company's market value. Shares of Tesla fell 15% in the afternoon trading after Mr. Musk, Tesla's chief executive, ramped up his public criticism of the House Republican domestic policy bill, calling it an abomination. The move is set to wipe out more than $100 billion from Tesla's roughly $1 trillion valuation. A dispute over the policy bill spiraled in a matter of hours into a broader rupture in Mr. Musk's relationship with the president, raising concern among investors about how the tensions might harm Mr. Musk's businesses. Remember, when Elon Musk purchased Twitter, I told you that this was inevitably going to happen because more and more people were going to be fucking increasingly annoyed by him, and that the key man that Elon Musk is for Tesla, which was initially seen as an asset, would very quickly turn into a liability because the entire fucking stock prices rely on just people believing Elon Musk and whenever he lies. That and also obviously all the institutional investors that have pumped up the stock that now have too much investment for this stock to crash, because if it does, then all of a sudden their stocks are going to come down as well. Trump takes no questions after his remarks. Boo! Lame. Fucking lame. That sucks. Let's see what Elon Musk just tweeted. Okay, nothing new. All right. Nothing new. Now he'll solely focus on his Mars project Starship and try to desperately escape the Mars within his lifetime with a group of like-minded billionaire. Space accident is bound to happen. No, that's not going to happen. Everybody knows that that's never going to happen. Elon Musk himself knows that he's not going to fucking happen. Cenk poking Elon to mention Israel. If you think the Trump-Elon fight is big, wait until Elon Musk mentions Israel. I don't know if he has big enough balls to do that. But now we're at least finally talking about the real reason why the Epstein files haven't been released. What has enough power to stop both parties? Yeah, I don't think that Elon is going to go there. That's insane.
I just want to thank you all for being here. Yes. We're going to have a little discussion now, very private. And I just want to thank you all for being here. And thank you very much, media. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Mr. President,
He's acting like he can't hear them. This is the Joe Brandon method, except when Joe Brandon did this, he literally did it because he's fucking senile. And Trump is doing this because he's a catty bitch and he doesn't want to say anything. Oh my God. Taco Trump. Taco. Trump always chickens out. Will he chicken out again? And Taco Trump.
Good job.
People are on the phone right now trying to calm the parties down. It's just a question of how far it gets pushed and the egos get pushed past the point of no return. I think we have moved beyond the point of no return. These guys actually do care about market stability at the end of the day because their jobs rely on it. Elon Musk's jobs relies on it. And Trump's job relies on it as well. He can't molest the money too hard. You know what I mean? As you saw, that's why he's, Taco Trump.
I want to bring